Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome to the Michelle Francis YouTube channel. Many of you haven't heard from me for a while. I've had to take some time out, but I'm back again. Hi, everyone. I'm not going to do a long video now at the moment. I just want to say this. I am not guilty of any crime, moral or illegal at all. I'm not playing the game, and I'm not giving up until I get justice. 100% justice. I haven't come all this way to take insult. The great Winnie Mandela once said, insult, I can't even remember now, but basically she said, she doesn't take no insult, because she's not inferior. I'm not inferior neither. I'm not inferior, so I don't take no insult. Yeah, so I'm fighting still, but I'm just taking a bit of time out, and there's lots that I want to discuss because it's been quite some time I haven't been on the YouTube channel. But just recently, I was really shocked by something. The devil is a liar. That's all I know. The devil's is a liar. White people go around making up lies within the power structure, the white power structure, and they manipulate black people and Asian people and all kinds of people, and influence. The white power structure has a very heavy influence. They force Jesus into everything, even Hindu, Islam, Rastafari. Jesus is pushed in there in everywhere you look and turn. Jesus represents white superiority. Yeah? Jesus represents white superiority, white privilege. I reject Jesus. I am not a Christian. I am a Muslim. And I don't want to hear about the Bible or anything about the Bible or in the Bible. I don't want to hear about Jesus. I don't want to hear nothing like that. I choose who I want to worship. And like I said, I've got a lot to say. I've not had any storage on my phones, by the way. This is a brand new phone. So I don't know when it's flashing, the light is flashing. So I don't know when I'm able to do another video, because I need to do a really long one. I would like to say, to my children, I love you very much, all of you. But I think, Matire, you need to apologize to me. Not that I think, I know. I'm expecting an apology from you, from the visit the other day. Yeah, I want an apology. What else can I say before the storage, they say the storage is full. Yeah, I'm not guilty. I am not a pedophile. I am not a lesbian. I am not a rapist. I never raped, my sister, my half-sister, who's mixed race, biracial. She said around 2006, or 2000, yeah, 2006, that I raped her. How could I fucking rape her? I don't have a dick. I don't have a dick. I've never raped nobody in my life. It was her father who was accused of raping whole heap of white women and a white boy in the public toilet. Her father, that's my father who I love, her father as well. So you're not attacking me, you're attacking your own father, because the accusations originally were about your father. But Chewy's dead now. They just take set on his children, the two black one, me and Yvonne. Apparently Yvonne has been accused of being paedophile and rapist and all this kind of rubbish as well. The two black ugly one, me and Yvonne. And the pretty biracial one, she get all the attention and all the favour and the glory. It's all bullshit. Your father, Lizetta, is the one that was in the newspapers and on the television for allegedly raping and having underage sex with a white boy. Yeah, having sex with an underage white boy in the public toilet. Don't let me have to keep embarrassing you. And there's a whole heap, but like I said, I'm not gonna do it tonight. And I'm the one taking action. None of these people, all this rubbish about a white girl in King's Cross and Lizetta, my half sister, and all these rubbish stories, all these people coming out of the sewage, telling their lies. They're not the one. None of these people are the ones taking action. It was me. I'm the one who's bringing action against the authorities, the police, the NHS, the social services, the HMP prison service. It's me all along, all the time, right from the beginning. I'm the one who brought about the Me Too campaign. If it wasn't for me, there would be no Me Too. I'm the one who said, how can you accuse a black African Jamaican woman of being a pedophile, a rapist? Yeah? And it's not even true. And all these white people, especially in the white power structure, have been raping, molesting, pedophiling, all this thing. Then they said, oh, it's true. Look what she's saying. And they've been accusing me, a black woman, and they've been beating me down. They've been battering me. I've been through hell. I have suffered the worst inhumane, degrading treatment ever. Yeah? For decades and decades. And it wasn't until I opened my mouth when I found out about all these accusations behind my back that was going on that I didn't know. That's when the Me Too campaign came about. But the white power structure have got control of everything and everyone. That's why I've never achieved justice yet. Because the white people got called out. Yeah? And then through me. And then they're angry with me and they don't want to give me the glory. They don't want to give me the justice. They don't want to give me the financial compensation that I'm owed and I've deserved. I'm here broke, struggling. Everybody's attacking me. For even my own children. I felt my own son wanted to box me down the other day for no reason. I don't even know him. I haven't seen him since he was 2 years old. He's got so much anger against me. What for? The neighbors went to attack me, punch me down. Everywhere I go, everybody wants to attack me and punch me down. So at the end of the day, the police are liars. The government is a liar. The British government is a liar. The film The Colour Purple was made about me, my family, my mum, my real mother, my father, my sister Yvonne, and me. Steven Spielberg owes me a lot of fucking money and I've not received a penny. I've not received no acceptance, no responsibility from them, no financial award, nothing. Just insult all the time. Like they're taking me for a fucking idiot. I'm bringing their Jesus. I don't need to come to Jesus. They need to go to Jesus, not me. All these other people need to go to Jesus, not me. And the fact is, anyway, it's all an insult to integrity. I'm here standing my ground, and because I've been quiet, they're enforcing behind my back things that are not even true, and it's influencing people in my life that are around me. So basically, when they think I'm complying, people in my life are kind of easier on me. Then when they realize I'm not complying and I don't agree, they come down on me like a ton of bricks and want to punch the shit out of me. And they're very aggressive, shouting at me, insulting me, accusing me of all sorts of things that are not true. They're being played, so they take it out on me, you know. And I'm really sick of this because I don't have the power and the influence. And when these people around me in my life are going through, or who are not in my life, there's even people I don't even know, many of them, when they're being affected, they take it out on me. Now, it's the police that are using the intelligence and playing these games to mad them in their head. Not me, I'm not part of it. I won't achieve anything from it. They don't want to give me justice. Just like the old Jamaican man on Speaker's Corner before they killed him. He said, them just no one give you the glory. That's what he said about me. Them just no one give you the glory. Because I speak the truth and I don't sell out my soul. I speak the truth and I stick by the truth. And it's really weird because what I'm going through as a victim, what I'm going through as a victim is the most horrendous, is inhumane to treat a victim the way they're treating me, with such contempt with themselves. You know, to treat a victim like the way they are treating me. Oh my God, and the way they have done. But what really shocked me was my son. The way he behaved to me, like he wanted to attack me for no reason. So I haven't seen him since he was 2 years old, really. You know, he lived with me, and then they took him away at 2 years old from me, against my will. And this is what I get back. There's no fairy story here. So anybody who thinks I'm enjoying or I'm getting some kind of benefit or privilege, no way, you're disillusioned. There is none. I've never got back my children. They took my children away for no reason, illegally. They illegally took away my children, and believe me, I have never received back my children. My children don't talk to me. They don't want anything to do with me. They feel very contempt, angry, aggressive, violent towards me. They have no respect for me. So I've lost my children forever. When they were taken away from me, unlawfully and illegally, I never received them back. So whenever the people are enjoying their life with their children and their grandchildren, I've lost out. I don't get nothing like that. No enjoyment. I don't see my grandson. I don't have no contact with my children. So, and they don't want contact with me, and I want contact with them, but they don't want contact with me. Especially my son, who was taken away from me at 2 years old. I mean, I haven't had nothing to do with him since he was 2 years old. So what could he be so angry? Obviously, he's been brainwashed against me. Because he was only 2 when he was taken away. He was still in nappy. He was still being fed by a bottle. He still had a dummy in his mouth. So it's really amazing. Jesus doesn't bring you no joy. Jesus doesn't bring you nothing. And the image that I keep seeing, sending pictures of a white Jesus, even today in 2022. They're infiltrating people with this image of a white Jesus. I refuse to accept, submit, should I say. I refuse to submit to white superiority and white privilege. And believe me, I don't get none. All these lies and impression that I'm getting favor and glory or some advantage, nothing. I get pure suffering. I suffer. When I moved home, I suffered by myself with my little Pakistani friend who was 63, who helped me marry him. My son, I couldn't get in contact with him. I don't have his number. I don't have his address. I don't know where to find him. I don't know where he works. He's busy helping my biracial sister when she moved to her house. And Lizette already had enough people helping her. And my son was on Facebook. I read the message. This is how I know. He said on Facebook to her, "Oh, Auntie Lisetta, I can come and help you anytime you want. I'll be there. I'll come and help you." Really concerned about her. No concern for his own mother. Struggling. I struggle many days with the shopping. I've got mobility problem. And I'm incontinent. I get no help from him to help struggle with the shopping because the heavy shopping bags pulls on my bladder when I'm walking, and I have to get on the big bus and the train and he doesn't ask for no help if I need any help. When I moved house, I didn't get no help from my son. I struggled on my own with my little Pakistani friend, Mariam. Just me and her alone, a logo. A haka. And then he comes and he shouts and barrage of so aggressive, claiming that I embarrassed him. You should never be embarrassed about your parents. I know people with parents that are mentally ill and they're physically disadvantaged, and they don't have looks, or they've got one leg, one hand, 3 eyes, and they're still not embarrassed about their parent. Your parent is your parent, and that's where your blessing is. You never scorn your own mother where you came from, the womb with which you came. You never scorn or be ashamed or embarrassed of your mother, or even your father. Your father could be a tramp on the street. You never be ashamed. There's a story. There was a film and it was on a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, and it was about Jamaica. Coincidentally, it was an old film back in the slavery days, and this woman, she had a hard life, tough life in Jamaica. She grew up in Jamaica. She was born in Jamaica as a slave. And she had a baby, and the father ran off or left her, or something happened. She was on her own. Anyway, the baby, she parted with her baby, her son. And it really hurt her because she had no money, no house, no nothing. So the son was taken by a wealthy black family, black Jamaican family. And he grew up with a privileged lifestyle. But the point is, my son didn't get the privilege, but the point is, he saw his mother one day. He didn't know it was his mother. He just saw an old lady walking down with a whole heap of old bag and looking trampy and dirty and stinking and smelling and reeking. Fleas coming out of her, flyer come out of her. And he stopped to help this old lady. He never scorned her. In his fine suit and clothes and look good, look sharp, ever fresh, ever smell sweet. And he got her out of court. They always harassed the slaves after the abolition of slavery in Jamaica, because they were the ones that fight against it, the slavery. So they put her through hell. So she had nowhere to go, nothing to eat. He said, "Do you want to come to my house?" So she came to his house with him. 2 tools, cut the story short. He found out that was his mother. And he hugged her, kiss her, everything, hug her, kiss her, bathe her, put her in the bath. He said, "You're living with me now from now on, Mum." And it was a beautiful story. I'm sure many of you out there sorry, it was just about 3 years ago. I think it was on in 2019. In 2019, it came on a film about the slavery days back in Jamaica. He found out that was his mother, and he never scorned her in the first place. And lo and behold, it happened to be his biological mother. And it wasn't her fault. She didn't bring up her son. She was a victim. And he found his mother and he listened to his mother. His mother was happy after that anyway. She lived with her son until she eventually died. But she lived for a long time. She was happy. She was well looked after. She wrote a book. And it's based on a true story. So it's really strange how you could look at your mother and you feel embarrassed. Doesn't matter what people tell you. Doesn't matter what people show you. You don't know my story. You don't know what pain I've been through to be separated from you. You don't know, and you never scorn your mother. Never scorn your father. Your mother could have 2 eye, 3 eye, 2 head, 6 foot, 10 arm, disabled, crippled, dirty, living in the gutter, an alcoholic, a drug addict. It doesn't matter. You never scorn your parent. That's your blessing. That's where your blessing is. If you don't understand, try, understand, and overstand. Never scorn your parents. That is your blessing. You understand? So at the end of the day, the care what your mother and your father look like, or what hardship they've gone through, or whatever they've been through in their life, never turn around to them and say, "You embarrass me." Never. Because God will favor those who respect thy mother and thy father, and doesn't scorn thy mother and their father. There's plenty people have been in that situation. They've been separated not through their own choice from their own children. And it could be the opposite way around. Their child could be on the street like a tramp, walking up and down, and they were separated. And you see somebody and you're thinking, "Oh, that's a scruffy looking person, very scruffy." That could be your own child that you got separated from when they were at birth and you didn't know. That could be your own mother. That could be your own father. That could be your cousin. That could be your brother. That could be your sister. Never scorn, because the blessing of the Lord is in those who respect thy mother and thy father. Okay, so that's all I have to say now. I'm going to have a rest and do my Fajr prayer.